A lot of people sit back and they dream about being a sports figure, or dream about being a SEAL, or dream about being an astronaut. And all it is a motherfucking dream. They don't put the work behind the dream. That dream has become their fucking master. When you become the master of your fucking dream is when you say, I want to go be a Navy SEAL. And you say, okay, I'm gonna lose 106 pounds in less than 3 fucking months. The dream was the one thing I thought about, and the dream was now gone. Now, what comes in, the dream goes away, and the fucking laundry list of fucking details and tasks come up. Gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this. That's when you become the master of your dream.
You know, I know you're not alone. Everybody I know in my personal life, in the industry that I'm in, has faced this adversity, this recession. Recession is a universal term, meaning it affects the strongest of the strong and the weakest of the weak, the richest and the poorest, and everything in between. Everyone is getting hit by this. I feel this situation that we're in is one to embrace and embark on. This is a situation that you will find your true colors of life. You also see the true colors of your friends right now. Everything rises to the surface. There's no more bullshit right now because shit has hit the fan. And who's gonna stand up? Once everything else, if your foundation, guys, is built upon your looks or your body or the money you have or the family you have, if that is the rock of which you built your identity from, but when shit hits the fan, that motherfucker crumbles, and then you're left lost. You don't know what to do. You've lost your identity in life. It's not until you build the foundation of self-worth, integrity, principle, character, sacrifice, due diligence, work ethic, sweat equity, those blocks that we learn in the gym will stand the test of time.
A lot of people will, and some of these motivational people out here, it's the funniest thing in the world to me. They'll go and say, when you wake up in the morning, pound your chest. You know, fucking look at yourself in the mirror and do all this fucking bullshit. I hope it works. What works for me is that everyday resume. The things I know I've accomplished, the things I know I've done, real hard work, the real calluses on my mind, the real calluses on my hands. That's it. You don't need to pound your chest in the mirror fucking anymore if you have that.
If you win the lottery and you get all this money, you're not rich. You're just about 5 months away from being poor again because you don't understand the concept of it all. You have to go through the trial and error of life, like Sam's talking about, that he's going through right now, to find out what you're made of. This time right now is not a bad time. It's a challenging time. And in hard times, the outcome of hard times, if you make it through, is a better you. Steady, easy go, smooth and steady. That society likes because they don't like too much, abruption or abrasion in life. Everything is smooth and steady. Smooth and steady is not the way to be remembered. It's not the way to get to your goals. Life is too fucking short for that shit. It's getting hard right now, Ethan. That should be, a tangible remembrance that you're on the right path. You're on the path of change. You're on the path that is going to lead to someone that you want to be. If it was so easy and everything else, you're on the wrong path, man. That should just wake you up every day. Yes, I'm doing something right. I'm on the right path. Go into these endeavors, these changes, transformations, knowing it's going to get worse before it gets better. Accept that. Welcome that. Just search for that. Because those are the challenges that creates the betterment of who it is at the end. Without those struggles, those pressure plates of life, then there is no molding of the character of who you are into that person.
What if you actually set higher standards for yourself and you actually set those standards and you hold yourself accountable to it? Now you're not going to be committing slow suicide. Now you're going to be so excited working towards your goals. All you're going to be excited about is waking up and constantly working towards your fucking goals in life. And the moment you start working towards your passion, your purpose on this planet, your greater potential, you stop looking left and right and comparing yourself to the fucking average humans, to the civilians of the world, and you start comparing yourself to the savages of the world. right? That's what you should do. Like, who's way above you? Who's way above you that you could be like, I'm gonna fucking do what they're doing. But in my industry, I'm gonna do it my way, with my level of financial freedom, with my level of impact for the charities and the causes that I believe in. I'm telling you, if you continue on this path where you're either living someone else's dream or you're just getting by in your business or your work because you're trying to play it safe, playing it safe is committing slow suicide. Living someone else's dreams and visions for yourself is committing slow suicide. The moment you decide to take some risks, some calculated risks for yourself, and the moment you decide to write the story, instead of working off their playbook, you write the story in your playbook of how your life should look and then execute on that playbook. Man, you will live a life of so much fulfillment, significance, happiness, that the idea of slow suicide will never cross your mind.
When you start saying things like, I hope it is fucking hard. I hope it's so fucking hard that no one can do it. That way, when I do it, I'm that much more ahead of everybody. I want it so fucking hard, to be so hard and so challenging, that when I get it, man, I reap all the reward. I don't want luck in the equation because I don't need it. You start saying terms like that, man, you're someone that believes it. You got confidence. I don't give a shit what the endeavor is. You're gonna find a way to do it. That's the differential right there. That's the confidence that no matter what's in front of you, the never say die attitude drives you through it. And all your shortcomings and your failures along the way don't set you back, but just gives you a report card of where your weaknesses are and your strengths, so you can rebuild that weak chain of life to continue the path to success.
Whenever you think you can't, confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence. It can't be like, hey, I'm gonna go knock that shit out. You gotta look over here and say, I can knock that shit out. It's belief, and it's built on what you put in to yourself.